You've probably seen one of these, or this, or maybe this, just chilling in your doctor's waiting room. Those bright yellow GoodRx cards promise to save you up to 80% off your prescription, all without charging you a dime. Sounds great, right? I mean, what could be more meaningful than helping regular people save their hard-earned cash on the medications they need? Well, guess how much GoodRx made last year? $792 million. Yeah, you heard that right. That's what a company made giving out free discounts. So naturally, it begs the question, where's all that money coming from? And is some of it quietly coming out of your pocket? Today we're going to follow the money, break down their playbook, and then show you how to use that inside knowledge to make sure you're always getting the best possible deal on your meds. So, how does GoodRx actually make their money? First, let's clear something up. GoodRx is not insurance, and it's not a pharmacy either. It's more like a professional bargain hunter, but for prescriptions, and it thrives in one of the most chaotic, confusing markets in America, the US drug market. You see, the same medication can cost totally different amounts depending on which pharmacy you walk into. It's nuts. GoodRx built its entire business on navigating that chaos. To understand how, you need to meet the real power players behind prescription prices. PBMs, short for Pharmacy Benefit Managers. PBMs are massive middlemen who negotiate drug prices on behalf of insurance companies. So for example, let's say you have United Healthcare insurance. It uses a PBM called OptumRx. OptumRx uses its huge customer base to demand better prices for United Healthcare. So when they're ringing you up at the pharmacy counter, they're actually running it by your insurance's PBM. The PBM tells the pharmacy what your insurance will pay and what your copay is. It's all based on a bunch of pre-negotiated deals that they have worked out with the pharmacies. GoodRx simply piggybacks on that very system to offer their discounts. Their coupons aren't magic. They just give you access to their partner PBM's already negotiated rates. And that brings us to how GoodRx actually makes their money. The biggest chunk, by far, comes from something called prescription transaction revenue. You see, when your pharmacy processes your GoodRx coupon, they have to pay a fee to the PBM. The PBM then tosses a slice of that fee over to GoodRx as a kind of finder's fee. It might not sound like much, but it's actually GoodRx's main source of income, earning them $577 million in 2024 alone. Next up, subscription revenue. Their GoodRx Gold subscription costs between $10 and $20 a month, and you get access to even better discounts. That's another cool $86 million for them. Which brings us to their final source of income, pharmaceutical manufacturer solutions, which is just their fancy corporate speak for ads. Yep, drug companies pay GoodRx to promote them right inside the app. Why? Because you're literally looking up that exact drug. It's the perfect ad placement. In 2024, that brought in over $107 million. But just think about the obvious conflict of interest here. GoodRx is supposed to help you find the lowest price. But at the same time, they're getting paid millions by the drug companies to push their own meds. So when you see that discount, you have to wonder if it's the actual lowest price, or just the lowest price that also helped pay for their new solid gold water cooler. So that's the playbook. GoodRx makes money from kickback fees on your prescriptions, from their monthly members, and from drug company ads. Yeah, I guess you can say they are very, very successful middlemen. The pharmacy squeeze, and where you come in. Now you might be thinking, okay, so they take a small cut. Big deal. I'm still saving money, right? Totally fair, but here's the thing. What if I told you that you might be able to save even more money. To get there, you first need to know about a secret phantom price called the UC price, short for usual and customary. The UC is basically the official list price a pharmacy has for a cash-paying customer. But here's the secret. That price is usually wildly artificially inflated. Why? It all goes back to PBMs. See, most PBM contracts have a clause that says if the pharmacy's cash price is lower than the negotiated rate, the PBM gets the lower price instead. So what do pharmacies do? They crank up that cash price like it's a thermostat in grandma's house. Their goal isn't to get you to pay that ridiculous price, but to make sure the PBM doesn't underpay them. So if you walk in without insurance and ask for a cash price, you might get a number so high, you think it'd probably come with free Taylor Swift tickets. While technically it is their official price, it's really just there as a safeguard to make sure that they don't lose money on insured prescriptions, which make up the bulk of their business. This is exactly why GoodRx is so popular. It gives you an immediate discount off that inflated price. But for pharmacists, GoodRx is often a massive headache. They get hit with a transaction fee just for processing the coupon. And sometimes, the final rate they get after reimbursements and clawbacks is so low, it's less than what they even paid for the drug. This has led to some serious drama, including multiple lawsuits from independent pharmacies who feel like they're being squeezed dry. This whole messy system is where you find your opportunity. It gives your local pharmacist a really good reason to want to bypass it all. And the best way to do that is to deal directly with you. Alright, let's get to the good stuff. How do you, the consumer, get the best price? First thing to know, there are 2 golden rules. Number 1, this will only work at local independent pharmacies. The big chains like CVS or Walgreens have their prices locked down by corporate, so there's nothing the local staff can do for you. Your neighborhood pharmacist, on the other hand, has freedom to actually work with you. Number 2, this works best for generic drugs. Generics are where independent pharmacies make their money, and it's where they have the most pricing flexibility. Got it? Okay, so here's the plan. Step 1, do your homework. Oh man, I thought I was done with homework when I graduated. Sorry, but the good news is that I'm that teacher that only gives you easy homework. All you gotta do is look up your medication on GoodRx. See that price? That's your starting point, your baseline. It's the absolute most you should consider paying. Step 2, go local and just ask. Seriously, walk into your neighborhood pharmacy and say, hey, I don't have insurance. What's the best price you can offer for this prescription? That's it. No magic words, no secret handshakes. A lot of local pharmacies will give you their lowest price right off the bat. No coupons, no apps, no drama. Many of them actually want to help people who don't have insurance. Shocking, right? Personally, my neighborhood pharmacy didn't even blink. They just gave me their best rate, no questions asked, and GoodRx wasn't even mentioned. I can hear you already. But what if when I ask, they just quote me that super high UC price that you spoke about earlier? No worries. You just move on to step 3. Drop that GoodRx comparison. Be friendly, smile, and try something like, hey, I saw the GoodRx price for this is around $15. I'd much rather pay you directly. Is there a better cash price you can offer me? Why does this work so often? Just think about it. When you pay them directly, even if it's less than the GoodRx price, it's often still a better deal for them. They dodge the fees, plus they don't have to worry about the PBM suddenly taking back some of that money months from now. It's a win-win. The pharmacy gets all the profit, and you get the best rate. Score! And hey, even if they don't bite on your offer, no big deal. Just pull out your GoodRx coupon, and you're still walking away with a discount. But wait, didn't GoodRx just announce some improvements? Yes. To be fair, GoodRx knows there's friction with pharmacies, and they're not ignoring it. GoodRx has started launching new programs like Community Link, where independent pharmacies can strike a deal directly with them, skipping the PBMs altogether. And instead of using UC prices and complex PBM fees, the price of the drug is much simpler. It's based on the pharmacy's cost, plus a small margin, and, you guessed it, a fee for GoodRx. Look, it's a smart business move, really, a way for them to patch things up with the pharmacies that are suing them. But here's the thing, even with this new friendlier model, GoodRx is still doing what middlemen do best, taking a slice of the pie. And guess who's paying for that slice at the end of the day? You are. So while it's a step in the right direction, the cheapest option is often still the old-fashioned one, talking directly with your pharmacist. So, first, use GoodRx as your research department to find your baseline price. Next, remember that local pharmacies are your friend and will often give their cheapest prices for the uninsured. And if that doesn't work, then it's time to ask them if they can beat the GoodRx price. You'll probably save a few bucks, and you'll be supporting a local business that's fighting to survive in one of the craziest healthcare systems on the planet. Thanks for watching. If this helped you save even just $5, hit that like button. And make sure to subscribe for more deep dives to help keep your money where it belongs. In your pocket. See you next time.